Here is Barkley. Left side, big hole. Saquon Barkley. Uh-oh! Barkley, goodbye! Dunk it in. Doncic, 47.
I'll give him a dunk. On a night you have 47 points, you get the benefit of the doubt.
Moss the back, Karras the snap. Moss the block. Burrow going deep. He's got him! Touchdown! Jamar Chase.
LeBron leaked out. They didn't see him. Here he is down court. It's up and in. Will it count? LeBron James at the buzzer. 23-yard completion. Here goes Taylor. With Pierce in front. Touchdown, Colts.
Curry gets free. Curry puts up a three.
Bang! Bang! He ties the game with 6.3 remaining.
Mahomes flushed out again all the way back. Turning the corner. Fires downfield. Caught. Touchdown.
Timeout. SGA. Probing. Piercing. Spinning. Hanging for the lead. And SGA knocks it down with just under a second to go. Hit road. Oh, come on. Justin Jefferson. You got to be kidding. Makes it look so routine. Greatest catch that never existed in NFL history.
Edwards puts up a three. It's good. Anthony Edwards once again. Edwards electricity here in game 4. Here's a first and goal. And he's signaling as he backpedals to the 30. Oh, what a catch! Touchdown, Baltimore.
He's in practice. Giannis says no. Back the other way, Trent. Giannis inside. At both ends.
Oh, here we go. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Matty Ice here with Profit Props. This is the sharp side. As always, we will recap yesterday first. 3-0 in the NFL. Eddie, I can't remember dude's last name. San Fran's kicker, 2 field goals. I see that we're not working well here today. San Fran kickers, 2 field goals. Jonathan Taylor over 18.5 receiving cash. All the bumps finished with 33. George Kittle over his receiving went over 100. NBA straights, we cashed Jalen. Let's just pull this up so I know I get it right. Jaylen Brown over 29.5 points. Jared Allen under 9.5 rebounds. Colin Knappel over 21.5 points. Shout out Ross and John. Pascal under 6.5 rebounds. We missed Steph Curry over straight, and then we missed the ladder play with Curry as well. So total units up yesterday. We were up 3 units in the NFL. We were up exactly 2 units in the NBA after you account for the ladder misses, but still a good day. 4-1 on the straights. And then our NBA year to date, I've got NBA, NFL, and college basketball numbers. We've been very late in college basketball. Those have all only been released in the Discord. We are 8-0 on the season, though, plus 9 units in college basketball. NBA year-to-date after yesterday, 167 wins, 127 losses, plus 40.74 units. That is specific to straights and ladders. So that doesn't include parlays, builders, lottos, things of that nature. NFL 3-0 yesterday, bringing us to 131, 112, plus 13.44 units on the season. I will say I have been between 10 and 13 units for like the last probably about since week 10. So NFL has been very hit or miss. We go up a little, we go down a little, we go up a little, we go down a little. I would love to finish the year strong. You know, I had expectations of maybe being close to like 30, 40, 50 units this season. I'd be happy to hit 20 now, but I'm still happy to be up there. In NBA, we've been absolutely crushing it. So let's get on to the day's slate. I'm going to try to keep this within an hour. Oh, also, let me give my shout-outs, my likes, and my retweets. Miss Herway, appreciate you tapping in. Appreciate the like and the retweet. Brett, appreciate you tapping in. Appreciate the like and the retweet. Ross, appreciate you tapping in. Appreciate the like and the retweet. Mickle and Biz, I hope you said your names right. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Appreciate the likes there. Let's get into today's slate. I have nothing official. Let's talk about it. It's CTB. Appreciate you tapping in. Appreciate the like and the retweet. So there's no NBA tomorrow. Everybody keep that in mind. Then there's Christmas Day. I think we have like 6 games. Let's talk about Ben. Appreciate you tapping in this morning, brother. Appreciate the light. Lad, appreciate you tapping in this morning, brother. Well, how's it going? What's going on? Let me just tell you all the NBA Christmas games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 Christmas games. New York, Cleveland, San Antonio, OKC, Dallas, Golden State, which Golden State's off today. There's only 2 teams not playing, Golden State and – is Denver playing? Is it Golden State and Denver off today? No, Denver plays. Golden State and somebody is off today. Everyone else is playing. So there's those games to keep in mind for Christmas Day. Those teams might be more concerned about those games. And then everyone else is going to be off until the 26th, getting a nice little break. So do not be surprised if we see any kind of late scratches. Like, I'm going to approach this slate, even though it's massive, fairly conservatively here today. So let's talk about the injury news. I'm just going to run through all of it, and then from there we can kind of expand upon it. For Brooklyn, nothing really new. Cam Thomas, Hayward Highsmith, Drake Powell, all out. For Philly, we've got Joel Embiid probable. And usually when someone says probable, I'll run it. But with Embiid, a little more cautious. Edgecombe's been downgraded to questionable. Dominic Barlow and Quentin Grimes are both also questionable in that game. For Washington, we've got Koulibaly and Bagley, both questionable. Charlotte's on a back-to-back, so we don't have their injury report yet. For Atlanta, Muhammad, I can't pronounce his last name. And then Dyson Daniels is out. Porzingis has been out. Muhammad is questionable. For Milwaukee, nothing new. Indy, Pelicans, Cleveland, all yet to submit. Jakob Poeltl is out for Toronto. Hero, Nikola Jovic, and Plel Larson are all out for Miami. Denver, Dallas yet to submit. For New York, we have Brunson, OG, Yabusele, Deuce McBride, Miles McBride, and Landry Shamet all out. Jaden McDaniels is questionable for Minnesota. OKC yet to submit. San Antonio, Victor is questionable. For the Lakers, Reeves is questionable. Luka, Rui, and Gabe Vincent are all out. Grayson Allen doubtful for Phoenix. Sacramento, we've got Zach LaVine out. And then for the Clippers, we've got Zubac out. Okay, a lot of injury news for us to navigate today. Let's go just game by game, do what we do. Although I will say, if you've been tagging along, look at what John Collins' PRAs are at. Y'all know this goes up one more point. Your boy's smacking it. You already know. So we're just hoping to see a 20.5 there. Before we really get into it, let me give this a refresh as well. Turk, appreciate you tapping in, bro. Appreciate the likes. Any reads on Khalil Ware points? We'll talk about it. He's been starting, so I think they're going to continue to start him. He's been shooting the ball incredibly well, so I probably lean over there. Turk, appreciate the retweet as well, brother. Appreciate you tapping in this morning. I will say this. I should release this here in the beginning. This is my last stream for sure until Friday, and quite possibly until the following Monday. Friday, I've got family stuff. It's the holidays, right? Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to everybody. This will be my last stream until, most likely next Monday. So I don't know what day that gets us to. If you look in the comments, I have provided, because I'm still going to be betting and releasing plays. The content is going to be next to none. I've dropped a free pass into the comments that will get you through New Year's. So you're going to get an extra day or two there. Feel free to cancel. That's going to get you all of my plays throughout the holidays. Dropped it in the comments below. I will be taking the next probably 6 days off. Brett, appreciate you. Floyd, appreciate you for tapping in. XOVA, I appreciate you for tapping in. So just letting y'all know, I'm definitely going to be taking content off for about the next 6 days. If you want my plays, that's where you can find them. No pressure to join. If you join, you join. If you don't, you don't. Not a big deal. Just I've been meaning to get a lot of you that anyways, and we've had a lot of requests, and had a conversation with that company. They actually respect sharp gamblers. Winning actually means something over there, so that's why I decided to go there. All right, that's all for the announcements. I got everything out I need to get out. Let's get through today's slate. First game, Brooklyn, Philly. As we said, Embiid is probable. Grimes and VJ Edgecombe are both questionable. I was kind of looking at VJ over his points, but with him questionable, probably not a spot I'm going to be attacking today now. Nicholas Claxton, points and rebounds. Under his boards in both this season, yes. Points are split. It's a difficult rebounding matchup for him. Price is crazy, but, I mean, if y'all been tapped in with me, you know I'm not afraid to play these. Okay, yeah, so you either play this at Novig, you play this at Hard Rock, you could play this at Caesars, you could play this at DraftKings. I really like the Hard Rock price. But Novig is available in like 48 states. Yeah, and these exchanges are like the future of sports betting. I mean, I don't know. It depends on how the legislation goes. But everybody should be. I understand a year ago if you didn't have a Novig account, but as we stand today, everybody should have a Novig account. One second, I'm logging in. Reset password again? Just did this a couple weeks ago. All right, well, while I wait to get that link, I do like Nick Claxton. I'm sorry. Yeah, Nicholas Claxton. Under 8.5. I am willing to lay like a 140. Let me see what I make the fair on that. Claxton. I don't have as much model support. I'm going to stay off, but a very strong lean to the under here. Very strong lean to Claxton's rebounds. Drummond, I don't know how to feel for in the last matchup. Over his last 10, let's go look with Embiid. They still look pretty good. His minutes are obviously much shorter without him. And by much shorter, some games it's only like, I mean, I'm saying only. It's still a lot, but like 7 minutes. I don't know. If I had to bet Drummond, I'd bet the over rebounds, but we don't have to bet anything. Again, I'm going to try to be quick here as well, trying to get through the whole slate in an hour and 15 minutes. And we've got 14 today. PJ over his RAs, Jabari over his 6.5. What I will say is PJ rebounds over 6.5 is something I talked about on a Spaces I was on, or I guess it was a YouTube stream I was on this morning. So we will look at the PJ stuff. Now that Embiid's playing 30 minutes, like I would lean over his PR stuff. He hasn't played in 9 days, however. So does he play 30 minutes? I don't know. Lean over the Joel Embiid stuff. Lean over, but nothing official there. Maxey plays well with or without Embiid. The problem with this is I don't know what's going on here. Did I click first quarter or something? Here we go. The problem with me here is Brooklyn will blitz the pick and roll, the primary pick and roll ball handler. I would actually, and I bet a lot of Maxey overs, I'd probably lean under here and lean over for Joel Embiid. I mean, if I'm a coach in today's NBA and I got to play versus Philadelphia, I am more scared of Tyrese Maxey than I am Joel Embiid. That's just where we are in society. Michael Porter Jr., I like Michael Porter Jr. overs. Definitely like Michael Porter Jr. overs. Especially 20 plus in LA. He played like shit in the last game, but the volume was good. So if we look head to head, 17 points, but 12 3-point attempts, 23 field goal attempts. Over in 7 of his last 10. Think the volume's going to be there. I guess he'll pull the Paul George matchup. Paul George is actually still a solid defender. He's definitely not the PG that played for like Indy and Oklahoma City. But he's a solid defender still. I would lean over. I think the volume's going to be there. Like I said, 23 field goal attempts in the last game. I think the spread on this game is pretty good. No, Philly is a 10-point favorite. That worries me a little bit. But that's at 25 plus. At 20 plus, I feel pretty good about it. But I would lean over the Michael Porter Jr. 25.5 points, just straight up. Or 24.5, my apologies. Noah Clowney is interesting. Over this rebound line in both head-to-heads this season. 33 minutes last game. Probably a blowout spot, though, so I lean over Noah Clowney's points and rebounds, but I don't love it enough to play it. Honestly, with this game, there's some questionables on the Philly side of the ball. I'm not going to have anything in this game. What I will say is I like Michael Porter Jr.'s volume opportunities. If this game stays competitive, he probably goes over. He quite possibly soars over if the game's competitive. He quite possibly goes for 30 plus. I would not be shocked. Let's go look at 20 plus field goal attempts per game in a game this season. He had 23 in the last matchup. He just shot awfully. Okay, it's one of the two games with that much volume that he went under with an average of 30. Yeah, I like the 30. Now, how many of those are losses by 10 or more? He's split there. So, yeah, I don't know. If the game were to – if I felt more comfortable about the game staying competitive, I'd like him up to 30. And if, let's say, Edgecombe, Grimes both sit, total or spread drops to 8, I might consider adding this late. But with this late, holidays right around the corner, I think some of these players are checked out. I'm going to be rather competitive or rather cautious until I know who is and is not playing. Let's talk about this side of the ball, or I'm sorry, this next game, because I do like CJ McCollum. When they don't get smoked, he's over this line quite frequently. It's just they get blown out so often. His minutes feel like they're hard to spot, but in reality, in competitive games, he's playing 33 minutes per game. And you see there's some 40 balls here, some high 30s here, 32 plus minutes. Okay, and they played this year. I think they lost by more than 10, and he still went over. They got blown out in this game, still played 30 minutes, scored 24 points. I like CJ Dave. I appreciate you tapping in. Appreciate the like and the retweet this morning. Let's have a day. I like CJ up to 25 tonight. I really do. If we're talking about a potential ladder spot, it's definitely CJ. I would love Sexton to sit. Before I played that. Would absolutely love Sexton to sit. Ooh, almost hit the wrong button. Cancel. We're still here. Yeah. I see the Vassal RAs. When I get to the Spurs game, I'll definitely do it, brother. I'll definitely do it. Just wait until I get to the Spurs game. Lean over CJ McCollum's points, like him up to 25 plus. We just cashed on Kneppel last night. This line is a little higher, though. We were able to cash 21.5 points and assists. You see we get 24 now. He had 26 in the prior matchup. What did he do last night? Yeah, he had 22 exactly. So last night we cashed by the hook. Lean over, nothing official. What's his threes line? 138. That 117 is tempting. Let me do a little looking around here. Oh, yeah, I'm at 4.55 on his threes made. I like this line a lot. Washington 29th in 3-point allowed. What was his volume in his previous matchup? Made 5, attempted 9. I like that volume. Damn. I definitely lean over here. I might add this to my card. I don't want to spend too much time, so I just say I definitely lean over Kneppel's threes. Like his threes better than points, PAs, or anything else. Threes would be the way I look there. Trey Mann under 3.5 assists was a request. Honestly, it even looks good without Sexton. This is what I'm going to say. I'm not betting this because Charlotte's on a back-to-back, so they don't have to report their injury news until a little bit later. Let me pull up Underdog and see if anything's been announced. Terrence Mann actually is now been announced probable. Okay, he's probable. Wembanyama is participating through shoot-around. Yeah, I'm going to wait on any under in this game because I'd be a little afraid of maybe LaMelo sitting because they're on the back-to-back as well. If you got no Sexton, no LaMelo, then his playing time goes up substantially. That would be the only way I'd be afraid of that. So if either LaMelo or Sexton go, I'm good with it. But if they both don't go, I would be afraid to be holding that under. What else in this game? No, that rebounds line's too low for me. Nothing there. I usually attack bigs, rebounds, unders, but that line definitely says to me that they know what they know what they're doing. Yeah, going to be nothing else for me in this game. I want to see the injury report. I'm being quite cautious. Moving on to Milwaukee versus Indiana. What do we have injury news-wise here? McConnell is a game-time decision. So is Isaiah Jackson. What's the spread in this one? Milwaukee is a 1.5-point favorite on the road. Miles Turner back in Indy. Looks like if he plays 26 minutes without Giannis, he soars. He did only have 9 in his prior matchup versus Indy, though. 7 rebounds, which is a lot for Miles Turner. No, nothing for me on Miles Turner here tonight. Jay Huff, interesting young player, man. Like, I didn't know a lot about him before this year. I didn't know he was the athlete that he is. That being said, let me just scroll through the model here. Not really seeing anything in this game either. Again, I'm going to be rather cautious. Let me just go here, type in Pacers. Benedict Mathurin under his points is something that I was looking at this morning. You know, I've talked about him saying specifically he's dealing with a toe injury. Some 19.5s out there for a good number. Now this is coming off of a back-to-back. I think he was a lot healthier here than he was here. Like, I think he's clearly dealing with something. Makes me want to drop maybe his minutes by whatever his minutes been over the last 10. 32.5. He does have some big minute games here. Lean over. I'm sorry. No. I definitely lean under Mathurin 18.5. There are some 19.5s in the market. We have a request on Ryan Rollins assists. This number has dropped off a lot. Kevin Porter Jr., you know, he always, I think, was going to be the one. It's just he got injured in the opening night. His minutes are not going to be above. I think 28 is a very real ceiling. If you're asking for the under, I would lean under. If you're asking for the under, I would lean under. I think he's got a true ceiling of 28 minutes. Unless there's someone out I don't know about. Yeah, no, I think his ceiling's 28 there. So I would be running the under, if anything. We just ran this yesterday. Probably running Pascal's boards under. It did get a little sweaty yesterday, not going to lie, but we got it done. Pascal. Rebounds, 6.5 minus 130. 128 at DraftKings, going once, going twice, sold. You can get a 132 at Prop Builder. There's actually a 124 at Rivers, but then you can get a 132 at Prop Builder, which most people, everybody should be able to get a little something down there. Gonna be my first official play, Pascal under. Austin Reeves, appreciate you tapping in today, bro. Appreciate the likes and the retweets. Appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. I'm running Pascal's under at 6.5 rebounds, first official play. Pascal rebounds under, bam, bam, bam. Shorty, appreciate you tapping in. Appreciate the likes and the retweets. As always, appreciate the likes and the retweets. Let me get this out real quick, and then we're right back to business. Pascal under 6.5 rebounds, minus 124. Rivers at everyone. I'll come back and write that up after stream. Good work, good work, good work. Oh, shit, I owe that to y'all in the banner now. Pascal under 6.5 rebounds. Everybody should be able to get down at a pretty decent price there. All right, moving on from Pascal's rebounds. I definitely want to talk about Kevin Porter Jr. It's just without Giannis, his lines are so inflated. I feel like we've lost all the value. Now, I do think like a sprinkle on a double-double is a good bet. Over 5.5 rebounds, I couldn't talk you off of. Over 8.5 assists, I couldn't talk you off of. Triple-double sprinkle at 1660, probably worth a little something. Even if you build it yourself with some of these boosts that we have today, I do lean over the rebounds and assists for KPJ. What's his threes at? I think I'll probably run this later, but I'll come back to it post-stream because I'm going to do a lot of digging and probably – yeah, I'm going to have to watch Jay Huff in the pick and roll. Pascal under is the only thing I have there officially. Let's move on to Chicago versus Atlanta. Correct me if I'm wrong. Atlanta's on a back-to-back. I am wrong. They've got 1 day's rest. Okay, good. That changes things a little bit. Vucevic, bro, you want to talk about a guy like you? I just don't know. Does he care? Does he not care? Motivation levels have been up and down very much so for him. I understand he's an older player. Towards the end of his career, he's made his bread. He's probably tired of losing, bro. Like, has Vooch ever made like a real playoff run where we thought he was on a contender? There were times where I believed in this Bulls team. They just never really meshed with Levine, DeRozan. Yeah, I don't know. Let me go to my model. I don't know that I'm going to have anything that I like in this Bulls game. We'll break everything down, though. I'll tell you everything that there might be some value in. Let's look on the Bulls side of the ball first. Trey Jones assists overs, maybe. We'll look into Trey Jones assists. We'll look at Kobe White assists. A lot of assist props that I might like here tonight. Onyeka Okongwu has sold the bag on the threes, but I kind of like it. No Porzingis with Trey. Only 4 games in that sample this year, but in the last one, the volume was 7. Am I just using recency bias there? Probably, because there was only 3 in the matchup prior versus Charlotte. I feel like the volume should be good. Also, now that I look at the price, I'm not interested in it at that price at all. Profit X and exchange minus 125. I'm not sure what the liquidity is. At 125, this becomes a lot more tempting to me. But he sold the bag on a ladder not too long ago, so I'm chilling off of anything Okongwu stuff. Lean under Trey. He's coming off of a big game, 21.5. I would lean over his assists more than his points. I think we're getting a pretty good line to run under. Everyone's healthy, right? Yeah, and Nall actually played awful last game. I think we could see a bounce back spot from him. He shot incredibly poor from the field. I will say, I'm glad we talked about running it. Brett actually just alluded to Nall's threes. We talked about running it last time he played and didn't. Very glad we did not, because he was incredibly inefficient from the field. 1 for 6 from 3. 12 field goal attempts. All right. I really feel like this is a Nall bounce back spot. Let's go, again, small sample. I'm more so worried about volume and minutes. Okay, minutes feel pretty consistent. 29 to 35 feels like what we should get there. We do see some difference in volume here, though. Anything from 18 to 10. Interesting. I don't like the inconsistencies here. Don't like the inconsistencies here. Nothing official on Nall. Nothing official on Nall. But I want to be on his points over. I do lean over Nickeil Alexander-Walker points. We had a request on Giddey. Is it RAs? Yeah, RAs make sense to me, but they did just play each other 2 days ago. He had 19 points, 9 rebounds, 12 assists. What were the potentials like? 15 potentials, 17 potentials, 31.9 minutes. No, Giddey makes a lot of sense to me here. Giddey makes a lot of sense to me here. Points projection, I'm just slightly over. Rebounds, I am slightly over. Lean over most at the score. Assists, I lean over, yes. I lean over everything. What's the biggest edge I see? I don't know. I think the PRA 36.5 minus 0.1 at Pinnacle. So I will say I got a pretty decent edge everywhere to Giddey here. Points, rebounds, and assists over. Let's go like 30 plus minutes and oh no, let's go PRAs. My apologies. I want to go. It's 15 in the last game. Let's just be cautious here. I'm rather conservative on the potential rebounds and the potential assists, in my opinion, as well. They're without their best defender. Yeah, I like this Giddey PRA line. I might have to be on the Giddey PRA over. What's the spread in this game? Oh, shit. I did not realize we had college hoops starting already. I thought that was later in the day. Okay. The spread in this game is 4. Yeah, I like it to be competitive. Haven't got to the Dallas game yet, but I will I'll get to PJ when we get to the Dallas game. I do lean over rebounds specifically. I did not look at the RAs, but the rebounds this morning, the 6.5 specifically. Okay, yeah, I actually think this line will bump. I think this line will go 37.5. I think we got some likes and some retweets. I got a shout out. I appreciate all y'all for tapping in, man. Let me give all my shout outs. Fast Money Prop, appreciate you tapping in. Appreciate the like and the retweet. If y'all aren't already, make sure you tap in with my guy. Reeves, I appreciate the likes and the retweets. Fade Boss, appreciate all y'all tapping in. Appreciate the like and the retweets. Somebody asked, how much is 1.5 units? That is whatever 1% to 5% of your bankroll is. Oh, yeah, I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, no, I agree. I'm going to run this 36.5 PRAs minus 112 at Prop Builder, and it's available 36.5 everywhere. Every 111 at DK is actually where I'm going to run it. 112 at Prop Builder is available. It's going to be my second play. Let's go Giddy. All right, got that out. Let me get that in the banner, and then we will keep it moving. MRD2313, appreciate you tapping in today, bro. Appreciate the like and appreciate the retweet. Appreciate all y'all for tapping in today, man. We're going Josh Giddey over 36.5 PRAs. And we will run that. All right, anything else in this game? Make sure I didn't miss any requests. Vucevic, no opinions. We did have a request on Trae Young PAs. I actually slightly lean under his points. I think he's going to fall right around a 20-point per game score. I lean over his assists, though. Not enough on either one of those to run it. Jalen Johnson was a cash cow for us in the non-Trae Young era. I still don't mind the thought of him to get a double-double or triple-double tonight. I will say I don't know if he has one with Trae. No, none yet this season with Trae. That will change. I'm not mad at Jalen Johnson, PRA stuff over. It's just I'm less confident in his stuff now with the addition of Trae. Giddy, we spoke on. Buzele's nothing from me. Kobe White, we'll see. What did he do in the last matchup? Or did he sit? No, he played 21 minutes, 2 boards, 5 assists, 3 threes, 3 of 7 from the field. He had 13 field goal attempts. Also played 31 minutes. Go to the model. Kobe White, 21.02 points. I might actually lean over his assists here. Okay, I do lean over Kobe White RAs as well. Same with Giddey. He had 7 in the last matchup. I do lean over here. I do lean over Kobe White RAs. I probably not an official play. Clayton, I appreciate you tapping in. Appreciate the likes and the retweets, y'all. Appreciate all y'all for the likes and the retweets. Sosa's in here. What's good, bro? I got you muted or you got you muted.
Me, you already know, dog. You know, I'm gonna pull up on you. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do. You know what I'm saying? You rock out with me. You already know I'm gonna always pull up, always bring my people with me, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? It's great doing the networking thing on the internet sometimes.
Facts, bro. 100% facts. Did you have anything in this game? I'm probably about to move on. Did you bet anything in the Atlanta game today?
Yeah, I took the RA for Jalen Johnson. I don't care if Trae is playing or not, and bro, they scored 300 points between each other 2 days ago. I know the numbers at 250. How can you not bet the over again?
I agree.
Even if they regress 15% each, it would still go over.
Yep. No, I ran the Giddy PRAs. I like the Jalen Johnson. I even said he's due a triple-double with Trey soon. So, yeah, I like the Jalen Johnson. And what better game than the game with this pace and no defense? So, yeah, I do like a little sprinkle on the Jalen Johnson triple-double there. We'll move on to the Cleveland game. Cleveland versus the Pelicans. Zion came off the bench. Do you think Zion's playing?
Yeah, I think that's part of the reason why they brought him off the bench, right? Because you can't say
shorten
that
his minutes
and an excessive workload is not the reason why you're missing games. So I think that's a major.
See, with that, no Herbert Jones. I'm assuming no Herbert Jones. He might play, but Cleveland's looked bad without Mobley, dog.
They surely have. I think we don't realize how much he gives them or he changes the way they defend from a versatility standpoint. He's just so good at cleaning up so many things they're not good at defensively. And when you kind of take him out, obviously he can score too, but I think that's where you really feel his loss is his versatility, being able to match up with people, being able to be a good help defender, and he can defend the rim. So it's just a tough ask. Love Jared Allen, but let's be honest, his development as a player has been good, but Mobley was a top 5 pick for a reason.
I wish Jared Allen's rebounds would just bump to 9.5 because Derek Queen will pull him away from underneath the basket. And I would love to run his under 9.5 rebounds. It's 8.5, juiced as hell to the over right now. If that bumps, I'm running that. And I just ran this last night. I ran the under 9.5 boards. He finished with 5. I've got FanDuel 136 to the over, DK 140 to the over. So I'm just hoping this line now. Prop builder's only at 123, so it might not. But keeping an eye out, I might run a Jared Allen under his rebounds tonight. Do you think he'll dominate Derek White offensively? I don't. I might actually just run the PRs.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't. Zion is now questionable.
I had a feeling that would happen. But if he goes, I like the over.
Yeah, not bad.
Did you get an underdog report or did somebody put that in the chat?
Someone just put in the chat.
Okay.
Chris Dunnington.
Okay. I haven't seen that yet, but it doesn't surprise me. And they might have some beat writer shit. I haven't seen it yet, but it doesn't surprise me at all. Also, Jaden McDaniels is ruled out. Does that do anything for you as a Minnesota fan?
No, I think Minnesota's going to run through them anyway. No Brunson, no OG. Day before Thanksgiving or day before Christmas Eve, they play on. I'm 100% sure they play on Christmas Day, right? The Knicks have to play on Christmas Day.
Yeah, they play. They do play. Maybe Cleveland. I know they play for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Cleveland. They're the noon game. Cleveland at noon.
Yeah. So wouldn't be surprised if you get not necessarily a Minnesota mauling, but I think Minnesota wins tonight. And then I think that's part of the reason why you're sitting OG and Brunson, because you want them to play on Christmas Day. Because again, for all intents and purposes, the Christmas Day games are great for branding. Period. It's great for your brand. And the last thing what you want is you want your stars out there and you want them to go out there and give. I mean, you remember one Christmas Embiid against the Knicks went for 50. You know what I mean? They want to showcase the stars on Christmas Day, especially given the fact that the NFL has now jumped in the mix playing fucking football games on Christmas. Thank God the games are going to be awful though, so that's going to hurt the NFL viewership. People haven't really taken that into consideration, right? It's the NFL's got really good games. No one was expecting for Patrick Mahomes to be hurt, stuff like that. So I guess I'm saying that's why the Christmas games are such a big deal, in my opinion.
We are getting Pelicans news right now. Herbert Jones is out. Poole is questionable. If I can get to a Zion over, I'm betting the fuck out of it. But you got to be quick. Got to be quick. Come on. Rivers will probably be the slowest. Marvin Bagley available. We got a lot of shit coming out right now. Bilal Coulibaly is available. I love that Rivers is slow to move, but their app is so fucking junk. All right, I just put a unit on Zion over 19.5 points. Look at Bay's points without Herb Jones as well. Shout outs to my guy Ross. You're 1,000% right.
I'm not gonna lie, they got the old school Run DMC stuck in my head off these NBA commercials.
Also just ran Sadiq Bey over 15.5 minus 106. Okay, got that in there as well. All right, yeah, I did just play two things. Zion's points over and Sadiq Bey's points over. Would not be shocked if Zion gets chalked, but I ran it just in case. Okay, I got you, Sos. I got you. Appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just ran those two, and then I do want to talk about one more. Donovan Mitchell, over 29.5. No one has respected my bread more this year. I will say the 28.5, 27.5 have been, those have been the money spots, but still the 30 ball is not bad. I also like him over 3.5 threes. We're getting plus money here. I mean, I don't see why we're getting plus money, to be honest.
Which one of these dudes aren't playing? Him or Garland not playing?
That's the question. Yeah, because they got the noon game on Cleveland. Look at Bay. Yeah, I did. I actually ran Bay. I guess I need to put these on the banner. I just ran Zion and Bay.
Don't be surprised if he's a target for the Knicks. Sadiq Bey played college ball with the other guys at Villanova.
I didn't realize that. Yeah, dude, he would be a great addition for them.
You think? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't be surprised if I wouldn't be surprised if the Knicks are like a player and possibly getting him as like another add to the bench.
I'm going to move on from that game. I'm just going to leave y'all with this. I ran the two officials, and then Donovan Mitchell, I do lean over his threes. My apologies, y'all. I got to get these out to the court. I did drop a free link into the VIP below. So, like I said, I'm not going to be streaming again until early next week. So y'all can get all the plays in there free throughout the holidays. What's next? We're doing Toronto, Miami now. Sadiq Bey over 15.5 points, minus 106. I played that at Rivers as well. Cool. All right. Yeah. Moving on to the Toronto versus Miami game. What injury news do we have in this one? Hero out, Larson out, Jovic out, Podol is out, and RJ Barrett is out. I remember actually speaking on your show this morning about possibly taking Scotty Barnes rebounds over. Go no Podol. So Miami is going to go double big here tonight with Khalil Ware, Bam Adebayo. I don't know that like drastically hurts Scotty Barnes. It definitely will affect it a little bit. I do lean over. What's his assist line now? A little less interested in that. Lean over Scotty Barnes rebounds. Nothing official. I guess I would lean under his points as well. Don't necessarily love either one of those spots. I was going to run, I spoke about this, I think, on your stream. If Adebayo played, I was going to run the Bam rebounds under, not if Adebayo played, if Podol played. But now no Podol. Like, honestly, the Khalil Ware stuff makes a lot of sense to me. He had 13 in the last matchup. Double price is probably crazy. Yeah, minus 160.
Kind of hard not to bet on his threes.
I know. Even after Spo bitched about it, he went out there and went 12 for 16.
Yeah,
or something like that. We got 11. Yeah, 12. Yeah, he's going crazy, dog.
Yeah, how can you not, right? How can you not bet on his threes again?
So I guess I don't know a lot about Toronto. I guess the Sandro guy is the backup 5. Rico, appreciate you tapping in this morning. Appreciate you tapping in.
Mamouche Ely.
Yeah, bro. I think he actually might be a little better at stepping out on the perimeter to Podol, but again, I would not talk anybody off of a Khalil Ware threes tonight. Norman Powell's been a moneymaker for me this season, but I will say it's been important for me to hang around that 20, 21 and a half number. That 20 number is like 82% hit rate on 20 plus, right? 75. You start getting into the 22s and 23s, that shit does not look near as good. So at 23 and a half, I know he used to play for Toronto. I know there's some revenge narrative there. For me personally, I don't like it at the current number. Do you have thoughts?
Nah, I stayed off of him. I stayed off of the Norman Powell, gas. I'm not gonna lie. I after seeing what Quickly has done against him, I'm not opposed to like Quickly's threes or Quickly's points. I think Quickly has out of all the guards in this one, I think he has like the most advantageous matchup with everyone. I love Norm. He's made us money all season, so I can't ever talk somebody off betting on him. But once these numbers start like approaching 24, 25, and we made the majority of our money betting on this guy when his number was like a 20 and a half, it just, again, it's a constant build. And then the thing that makes it worse is they up the number and they up the juice. So we end up putting ourselves in situations where we're going to bet him to get 25, and he hasn't touched that number in 6 straight games.
And the other thing for me, Booker Chew's up in here. What's good, Booker Chew? The other thing for me is, like, y'all know I'm more than happy to bet an under. I don't feel like this is the right spot to attack his under as well. I will say if this number for any reason climbed to 25 and a half, now I would be tempted to bet the other side of it. I think it's just kind of I think it's right where it's supposed to be right now. So nothing for me on the Powell stuff. As much as I want to bet his overs, nothing for me. Another spot I did look at here was Brandon Ingram. He was in a difficult spot here with the Brooklyn game when he went over. They blitz pick and roll ball handlers. They blitz. They closed his drive lanes down. And it was the third game in 4 days. I kind of like the bounce back spot at 23 and a half. The Miami defense isn't what it was a year ago. They play with a faster pace offensively. You have any Brandon Ingram thoughts?
Ingram, man. This shit's tough, man.
I agree. Like, again, I lean over. I don't love it. I lean over. It's a points lean. Threes are looking green as fuck, not going to lie. What's Miami in three-pointers made allowed? 23rd. Interesting. How is he getting those? I'm going to look into this a little bit. Is it pick and roll ball handler? Is it spot up? Uh, 23% catch and shoot. A lot of buckets from the pull up. Damn, you know what? I'm actually leaning over Ingram here. What did he do in the last head-to-head?
Not bad. 5.
He had 28 points.
Mr. D, I had Popeyes.
Booker, you had Popeyes for breakfast? Is that? Oh, that's lunch. I got you. 49ers go. We're on Toronto, Miami. Hey, I'm going to move on from this game, but those of you that are tapped in, I always give out my leans. This is a lean that I probably could possibly add later. I'm trying to be out of here by like at latest 1:30, so I'm going to keep it moving. It's a massive slate. I will say I lean over Ingram there. As for anything else, the only other thing I did consider are there no am I high? What is going on? There he is. I couldn't find him. Davian Mitchell under 7.5 assists. It's juicy as hell. Like, there are some 130s out there. Leaned under here, but the last time I bet this under, he hooked He had 8. So I don't know. Lean under, nothing official, but those are all my thoughts there. Money making Ron. Appreciate you tapping in. Appreciate the like and the retweet, bro. Moving on to Denver versus Dallas. Sosa, I know you got to get out of here soon, but you might as well just talk about it.
Yeah, Najee, you know what we on. Najee Marshall points and assists. He's been outstanding. He's been a cash cow for us. And also, I want people to make it clear that number. See, when that 16 and 15, he didn't cash on the screen. He actually did cash because the number was 14.5.
Yep.
So he's cashed a line that Vegas has set in 10 consecutive games. I don't see it changing. I think he does a good job. He's very underrated. A really good connective passer. Had 5 assists in the first half last night. I just think he's found his spot, and also you get the narrative of him playing against a team that's not that great defensively. Denver's just not that good defensively. Last night you got the former team narrative. Tonight you get a team that when you put the basketball on the floor, those guys collapse so easily. It's really a joke, if we're being honest. So,
yeah, I love this spot as well. I like to do builders sometimes. That 15+ builder might be a really great lay piece. It's only minus 170. He said Rico said he cashed Najee with you last night. Pascal under was lean as his. Yep, we ran that. Yeah, so I love the Najee stuff. Whether you run the 16.5 straight, the 15+ as a lay piece, definitely like the Najee stuff tonight. Also, I think correct. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. What I'm starting to do is I'm not to cut you off. So what I'm starting to do is after yesterday, I told myself that I'm gonna start tailing people more. So I'm just putting some stuff in the notes from Sosa's show and this show. So you said that you like Najee PA.
Yep.
All right. So I'm gonna put that in.
That's the play. That's the go-to.
Okay. My bad, Prophet. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good, brother. You're good. Gave me just enough time to get a text out. One thing I definitely want to look at and was requested is PJ Washington.
PJ, okay.
So RAs was requested. I love the 6.5 rebounds, and I should have bet this while I was on Sosa's stream because it's gone now. That number is completely gone. Let's not worry about it. Let's talk about the RA number now. Right. 8.5 is the line. It's juiced to the over. Hey, bro, I love it. I love it. It's a little juicier than I want to. I mean, if you're like a DFS site and you're getting some odds like this, yeah, I could not talk you off of PJ overs. Could not talk you off of the PJ overs. I wanted the 6.5 rebounds. I don't know what a 7+ alt line is. We were talking about lays. Like you could probably lay 6+ here and 15+ for Najee, be it even money and walk away from this game up money. So I like that look. Outside of that, let's just go player by player. We've got Jokic. AD should play today. I didn't see him on the injury report. I think they're on a back-to-back, right? You cashed Najee last night, right?
Oh, you're muted.
35 minutes.
Yep, Najee against New Orleans. Yep.
35 minutes. I don't see him on the injury report. I think he's going to be good to go. And we talked about that last night. Versus his former team, I knew he was going stupid. One of the more difficult matchups for Jokic if Anthony Davis is playing at regular Anthony Davis style. Like, I mean, one of the first times all year I'd be tempted to take a Jokic PRA under or PR under, and it's not because of a blowout. It's because he might actually be defended well.
Yeah, he got nothing for AD offensively. I don't know about taking any unders when it comes to Jokic, but I do know I will take Anthony Edwards over everything because again, offensively, it's a layup line. No disrespect to Jokic because he's so amazingly efficient on offense, but we just got to be honest. You know,
you're on Ant or you lean him.
No,
He meant Davis. Davis.
Anthony Davis, or if he's healthy.
Oh, okay.
So
I agree with that.
Playing, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know if they put him out there on a back-to-back, but also listen, I got to roll. It's 1 p.m. I'll just want to make sure I drop in. You know, appreciate you as always, Prophet. And have a wonderful day. Best of luck to you. Best of luck to everybody listening on your bets. Hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful holiday season. And I'll catch you when you're back. Appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you tapping in.
Peace. Have a good one, too, as well. Peace.
Somebody's probably going to drop it in the chat. Darius Garland is out, or I don't know if I just read out or doubtful. I just saw it, and I got to go bet on Donovan if I can get there. So 1 second, points. Donovan 30 ball. Let's see if they let me get 111 down.
Did you talk the Bulls game already?
I did. I bet Giddy, but let me know what you're liking as well.
Okay, so I don't know if you heard what I said in Sosa's show. Not to cut you off or cut anybody off, but obviously for some people in the chat, if you guys didn't hear me talk on Sosa's show about that game. So in that game, a couple things. So obviously these two teams just saw each other a couple days ago. As we all know, I would assume he tends to do well whenever he plays against Trae Young. I am not on him, but if anybody wants a like a narrative type or a system type prop in that game, there's one of them. Vukovic, I'm also not on this, but I'm just handing out some milestones and some nuggets for you guys. Vukovic needs 2 threes to pass Michael Jordan in all-time threes made for the Chicago Bulls at number 6 on the chart for that. And then Kevin Huerter, who I also took, I just went ahead and took the PRA. I know he's very capable of hitting the threes, but he could also, he's been driving to the hoop a bit more. And like I said, I know he could hit that 3 ball, and he can also rebound and assist. Kevin Huerter needs to hit 3 threes to pass CJ Watson. I believe the number is 46th or 45th for Bulls all-time 3-pointers made. So I went ahead and took that. And then we also got a lot of we got a lot of players today playing the former teams: Norman Powell, DeAndre Ayton, Lonzo Ball, etc. So I just thought I'd point it out that we have a lot of players today that are playing their former teams. Tim Hardaway Jr. is also another one of them who went off last night, but I don't know. I know he hit 6 threes last night. I know he's very capable of doing that, but I just don't know if I could pull the trigger and go back to him after him hitting 6 threes last night.
I feel it.
I mean, what do you think, Prophet? I mean, what do you do usually when a player goes off like that? Because, I mean, it's not every night you get Tim Hardaway to hit 6 threes.
I try not to overreact after one good game, honestly. Now, if the volume was there, that's the thing for me, too. I'll look more at the volume. Like, if he hits, would you say 5, 6 threes last night?
Yeah,
if
he hit
6 for 6 and his regular volume is 6, I'm not going to overreact. He just shot the ball really well.
Okay.
Now, let's say that he averages 6 attempts per game and he saw 12 attempts the night before. I might go check and see why I think he got that extra volume. Is there a piece out around him that might be, responsible for that? So that's how I would approach that. I don't have anything specifically on Hardaway today, but I'm not mad at any over leans.
Yeah, because I was gonna just say real quick, like, can you look at him for like threes? Does it match up well today?
Yeah. This is in the game we are in anyways. So yeah, last game I like the 11 volume, but what I also say is Utah allows a bunch of threes. Let me check what Denver is. Denver is 15th, not bad. Catch and shoot 21st. Not a bad matchup for Tim Hardaway. Let me see what my numbers are because I am kind of interested. I'm at 2.13 with about 13 points. Honestly, I think I would lean over the points slightly more.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm not mad at the threes. I think he gets there either way.
Okay.
Denver versus Dallas.
Yeah, I'll definitely I'll make sure to make a note for that. I know again, I know I was kind of late, so I know you already went through most of the games, but yeah, I just thought that, again, I'd let the chat know that you got a lot of teams today that are playing their former teams. Did you talk the Knicks game?
Nope, that's where we're going right now.
Okay. I'm on Dante threes. He's also a former team.
Jaden McDaniels is also questionable, so that makes a lot of sense. Dante's threes, 3.5 is plus money. In the prior matchup this season, he had 5, 11 attempts in 36 minutes. Volume's been mostly sticky, 9 on the last 10, an average of 9, 8.2 on the season. What did I say? Let's go 8 or more on the season. 75% hit rate. In 11 in that last matchup. Let me go check. Did Ant played in the last matchup between these two? Probably.
I believe so.
Yes, he did. What did Anthony Edwards do in that game? Pardon me. He did not play well. They lost by 23 points. He was 5 for 13 from the field. I like Dante's threes as well.
Awesome.
FanDuel has the best price, which sometimes scares me. I like his points and his threes. I'm not mad at either one of those. I lean over Dante's points and threes. I'll probably go back and rewatch this game today. You don't see anything in the comments? Damn. Hold on. Let me double check. I thought I posted it there. Yeah, you should see it. Free VIP through January 1st. You got to go to my X channel. If you're on YouTube, I don't know how to post it on YouTube, but I don't know how to post it on YouTube, dog. Hopefully you have an X account. I'm at Profit Props 1 on X. Let me see here. Let me see. You know what I'll do, bro? I'll come back at the end of the YouTube and I'll post it in the link. I'll post it in the chat at the end. But for right now, we'll just have to keep going, and then I'll get you in there. If you're watching, you'll have everything minus any late ads. Yeah, I really like the Dante overlooks. And we got to remember, New York sitting Jalen Brunson, OG Anunoby, Shamet still hurt, Yabusele's hurt, Miles McBride's hurt.
Oh, yeah, that's right. No Brunson and no OG.
Yeah. That's why we're getting Towns at 27.5. And if you want to talk about narratives, I mean, there's his former team. He had 5 3-point attempts in that last game. I do think his 3-point volume will be up there. A lot of injuries in this game, though. I don't think I'm going to have anything official. Like I said, I'm trying to get through the slate rather quick today, and nothing's jumping off the board here with me in this New York game. New York plays a competitive game. Yeah, I'll look at Randall's threes. They play a competitive game.
Oh, yeah, Randall and Cat, also former team.
Yep. 6 attempts in the last one. Let's go 4+ attempts on the season. 52% hit rate. I would lean over. I would definitely lean over. I'm not sure about the volume, but I would definitely lean over. Mikal Bridges, what are your thoughts on Bridges here? I guess there's no OG, no Brunson, so that should be great for volume.
Lonzo's out, Mason Plumlee out, Isaiah Jackson out. And Sexton is probable.
Okay, Lonzo, not LaMelo, Lonzo. Okay. He's a machine on the road. Bridges PR. Okay. We've actually cashed a few Bridges. We actually cashed an over 18.5 PR not too long ago on Mikal Bridges, I remember. Definitely getting an inflated number, but it's because there's injuries. Hit rates, don't do a lot of good in scenarios like this, specifically when the sample is very small, because your expectation should be 30+ minutes, no OG, no Brunson. This season, we've got one game. What was the volume? Usage percentage was 18, not very high. 14 field goal attempts, also not very high. Bridges PRs make a lot of sense to me, but we're getting an inflated number due to the injuries. Lean over, but I think the market's close. Anthony Edwards, I've got nothing. Chew, I'll be honest, if I had one bet in it, if I had to make a bet, I would agree with you. I would just run. Did you say you ran points or threes?
I ran the threes.
I like points and threes over. Threes would probably be my one look there. Let's move on to OKC versus San Antonio. This is so they play again on Christmas. I think it's going to be a very competitive game. I think OKC's upset that, they just beat them in the cup. And I think it should be rather competitive. Wemby I saw was questionable. We've got Chet, J-Dub questionable. There's a lot of question marks in this game. So I know I'm just going to go over the requests. I know we had a Vassell over 6.5 assist request. Castle. Six and a half is plus money. 5.5 isn't. I like the Castle stuff. Let me go look at PAs. I like Castle's assists, yes. Whoever requested that earlier, yes. I will say this line's moving up, but yeah, no, I like that. I like that a lot. Castle's PAs at 21.5 also might be a look. Yeah, I like Castle PA stuff over here. You think he's good for 6.5? Yeah. RAs. You asked for Vassell's RAs. I like Castle's assist. Someone asked for a Vassell RAs. Yeah, I do like the 5.5 or 6.5 here as well. Minutes should be sticky. 9 in the last one. Converted all of his potential assists. Rebounds 5 for 7 on his conversion there. I do like the 6.5, but man, if you could get that 5.5 at like 130, 140, I would love it. Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all for tapping into the Discord. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. I'm going to be doing some rearranging in there today, so appreciate all the new subs. There will be late ads too, like a slate like this. I'm just trying to get through everything, see if anything stands out, and then I'll definitely have late ads. I'll be working all day today. Chew, anything in this one? I'm probably going to move on. We've got 5 games left.
Do you have anything in this game?
I don't. I like Castle's PAs as a lean. Castle's PAs.
Yeah, I was going to take something in this game, but there's nothing really nothing really in this game that peeking my eye yet. If I do find something, I will let you know. But as of right now, could you look at J-Dub's RA?
Yeah. Jalen Williams, RAs. We looking over or under? He did have 11 in the last matchup.
Yeah.
I think that's like dependent on Chet. No Chet, I'd probably love it. More rebound chances. Okay. Hardenstein's also questionable in that game. So yeah, I think it would, for me, it's going to be more waiting on the lineups.
Okay.
All right, let's go into my Lakers game. I am the resident Lakers fan here. Luka out. Reeves questionable.
Aiden, former team. Out.
Aiton's former team. He's in. What did he do? I know they played this season.
20 points.
Played twice, 12 and 20. Rebounds 9 and 13.
Would you take his double-double?
At plus money. Probably.
Okay. Should I wait on Reeves or does it matter?
I would like it better with Reeves. It's another pick and roll ball handler on the floor that's good at. Yeah, I would like it better with Reeves. That's without question.
Oh, okay, so then just wait on the Reeves news then?
That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's talk about Mark Williams in the last head-to-head. Dominated the Lakers 13 and 20, under his rebounds in each. If you remember, I'd take this under 7.5. If everybody moves to 7.5, I'm running that under. If you remember, he was traded to the Lakers and then failed his physical, sent back to Charlotte, and then somehow has stayed healthy and been with. I don't know. That was a whole fluky thing for me. I wouldn't have hated to have Mark Williams, but then I don't know, whatever the case may be. Because it was like Dalton Connect, maybe like Vando. I forget, but yeah, no, I wouldn't have hated to keep that. Stewart says LeBron over, Booker assist, possible double-double. Mark Williams points at 9.5. I do lean over the Mark Williams points. I can tell you that off a rip. I do lean over here. Marcus Smart has played really well in spurts without certain key players. 17 here. Then a dud versus the Clippers. I think his RAs were pretty decent in that game, though. It was really just his rebounds. Okay.
I'm probably gonna have a lot of questions for you. So just a heads up. After I'll say the questions though after this game. But yeah, as far as for me, because I trust you. You guys. I know it's a small sample size, but again, I've always rocked with you guys. I tried something out yesterday. Obviously, no one's perfect. We're not gonna go 100% every day, but overall, I trust you. And I trust Sosa Prop. So I'm gonna take your word, and I'm gonna just wait on the Aiden double. And you said you like it better if Reeves is in. So if he's in, I'll take it. If not, then I'll probably just lay off.
Yeah, I saw you had a pretty good day yesterday, tailing the group, man. I saw you had a pretty good day.
Yeah, I tailed about 5 of the group plays, and then the other 7 were mine.
Yeah, looked like you had a good day.
Yeah. I actually wanted to ask you, but again, I'll probably wait because I'm just trying to go back because I had to step out. Go somewhere with my mom real quick, and she grabbed me some lunch. But I am on a play in this game actually, and I want to know your thoughts on it. Devin Booker, he's for sure playing, right? Like there's no injury.
I haven't seen anything to say otherwise. Yep.
Okay, so I'm on Devin Booker PA. I want to know your thoughts on that.
Booker PA over?
Yeah.
He usually brings it against the Lakers. What's the line at?
I got 31.5. I know he hasn't by that chart, it looks like he hasn't really been producing, but I figure a game like the Lakers, he usually tends to step up in.
Everybody likes to step up versus my Lakers, dog. So this is what I'll tell you. I have actually made a lot of money betting his unders, but I would not bet his unders versus my Lakers today. I would not. Yes, they are. If you have any issues, feel free to DM me. And if you can't DM me, just comment below this post. And this is the first day with the new company. So if there's any issues, I'll make sure everybody gets worked through in the Discord access today. The guy that runs the company has been very responsive. So if we have any issues, I'll make sure you all are in here and squared away through the holidays. That being said, too, I don't have an opinion over or under there. But as someone who always bets Booker's unders, I'm not betting his unders today. So you should probably feel pretty good about your over lean there.
Real quick, don't mean to sidetrack, because I'm sure the chat wants to know my other plays. This is probably in the very beginning. I did take Michael Porter over his RA, okay, 10.5, and I think you were there when Sosa talked about it. You said that you didn't mind the RA, and then I'm looking at, I'm obviously paying attention to what you're talking about, but I'm also looking at some of the other games just to see if there's anything else I like. Did you by chance like anything for D Mitch with no Mobley, possibly no Garland, and no Ball?
Yeah, I've got it down there. I think I have it down there. Yeah, Donovan Mitchell over 29.5 points. I played that one.
You don't like his assists?
You know what? I didn't even look at his assists.
Because his assists, I'm looking at it now, and the assists, it's green.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't even look at his assists.
I know he's more of a scorer, obviously, as we all know, common sense, but obviously, they need somebody to dish, right?
Well, and is Lonzo questionable or out?
So Mobley obviously is out. Garland's questionable. Lonzo's officially out.
Yeah, if there's no Garland, no Lonzo, I like his assists as well. I ran the points, but yeah, no, I would. I like his assists as well.
Would you still trust it because obviously we got to wait on Garland, but whether Garland plays or not, would you take it even if Garland's in, or probably just take it if he's out?
See, for me, I like points regardless of Garland. Assists, I would need to know Garland's out.
Okay. All right. So all right. Well, then I'll take your word then, and I'll put down D-Mitch points.
We had our Tyson request. He struggled mightily in the last game. He was playing incredibly well. I guess he will benefit from certain players sitting for sure, but I don't have anything on Jalen Tyson today, bro. I really don't. Moving on back to the Lakers game. If no Reeves, I'll take LeBron at 25 plus. If no Reeves, I'll take LeBron at 25 plus. And that's going to be about my last thought. I know we had a Dylan Brooks request, and he does chuck. I think he'll be up for the Lakers as well. I'd say he's in the 30-minute mark, probably around like a floor of 15 field goal attempts. And I think he'll chuck today. No Allen would help him here as well. I like Dylan Brooks stuff. And if you know the Lakers, like they'll pack the paint in. So the catch and shoot threes are definitely there as well. 7 attempts in each of his last 2 versus my Lakers. Yeah, he could get ejected at any point. I like Brooks points and threes. I really do. Volume's going to be there in each scenario. But that's all I have for this game. We'll move on to the next one. Try to be out of here in the next couple of minutes. Memphis versus Utah. Might be a good spot for Keontae George today. Injury news, Vince Williams, a game-time decision. Ja Morant's a game-time decision. Those are the 2 kind of big ones.
Did you have anything in the Milwaukee game or no? The Milwaukee, Indiana?
Pascal under his boards.
Okay.
And I think that was it, yeah.
Wow, you like his under, huh?
Devin Booker, 30-plus assists. The record's 33 or 34 by Scott Skiles, who used to coach the Suns, ironically enough.
So you like Siakam underboards?
I did. I ran him under 6.5. You got to get the 6.5 though, not the 5.5. That 6.5 is important. That 6.5 is important.
All right. Let me see what I have it at.
Yeah, I'm gonna move on from this game until we get Ja Morant news. I'm not even gonna waste time on it. Orlando versus Portland. Jeremy Grant, Tristan Da Silva, Jalen Suggs. I want to say Suggs missed the last game. Do we have anything on Suggs today? I'm going to go to Underdog NBA. I don't remember reading anything about Suggs. Do you, Chew?
Excuse me. Suggs. Orlando has yet to submit their injury report, so I don't know if that means it's clean or if that means they're just waiting, but I would assume, seeing that it says yet to submit, that he's in, unless otherwise. Let me look at Props Madness and let me see what it has. So they don't have a line for Suggs. They have a mark that's questionable, so I'm gonna just wait. I'm good. I'll wait.
I might have one bet in this game.
Did you like anything for Pelicans, Cleveland, or Toronto, Miami?
Yeah, I ran Donovan Mitchell's points over, Zion's points over, Sadiq Bey's points over. Ran all 3 of those.
Sadiq Bey for Pelicans?
Yep.
Just Sadiq Bey?
And Zion ran both their overs. Zion might sit, but I ran his over just in case. Jeremy, appreciate you tapping in. Appreciate the like and the retweet, brother. PR under for Wendell Carter Jr. is definitely a strong lean of mine. PR under for Wendell Carter Jr. He played really well in the last matchup between these two, though, so I'll stay off of it. Would be a lean. Could be some late ads. That's going to be all I have for this one, though. Trying to get through these last 2. Detroit versus Sacramento. That one's got to be a blowout, right? 9.5-point favorites. Let's talk about the injury news in this one.
Sosa said he could see this being a close game. I don't know what your thoughts are on that, but I know Detroit, if I'm not mistaken, didn't both of these teams just play last night, or was it just Detroit?
That's a good question. Is like Detroit in a difficult, like back-to-back 3 and 4 days type thing? Yeah, 100%. Back-to-back road games, three games in 4 days. So they are in an incredibly difficult travel spot right before the holidays. Makes sense. Maybe a Duncan's threes could look right. Sacramento is what in 3 points allowed? I know it's not good. They're 12th average, 14th catch and shoot also average. What are my projections on Duncan here? 2.58. Slight lean over for Duncan, but nothing official. Jalen Duran, let me give you my projections. 18.16 and 10.46. Slight lean over points and slight lean under rebounds. Nothing official there. Let me give you my Westbrook projections. 16 points, 6.6 rebounds, and 6.6 assists. Lean under the assists here. What are your thoughts, Chu?
This game, do you like anything DeMar related?
Let me click through. Over points. That's it. Slightly over points. Yeah, I'm at 21.71. What's the market at? 19.5. Slightly over here. I'm at about 21.
Okay. Obviously, Levine's out, right?
Yeah, Levine's out 30 minutes, averages 25, but it's only 3 or 4 games. So lean over here, especially if you do think Detroit can keep the game competitive. Sacramento did not play last night. You can see here 1 day rest for them. So good call, Jamal. Yeah, did not play last night. 1 day break for them.
Where does Detroit rank for points for small forwards?
They're third in points allowed overall. Props.Cash will tell me. So if they're third in points overall, right around here. You said versus small forwards?
Oh, okay, the third audience. Then I don't know if I want to take that then.
Captain Albie, let me just get a hold of you post stream. If you're having issues, I'll make sure you get taken care of right after stream. All right, this Ronaldo dude, he's a rookie, right? First year in the league.
For the Lakers game, you said something about LeBron, but that you said regarding injuries,
Reeves
right?
first. I got to get Reeves out first.
Okay. If he's out, you said LeBron points?
Yeah. So Durant is his matchup today. I think he can stretch the floor a little bit. Yeah, he can a little bit. Jamal, this is very close. And I've seen your name in here before, so I know you've been tapped in before. So you know it takes a lot for me to bet on a rookie. I lean over, bro. I like the PR over. I lean over. I'm going to leave it as a lean, but I'm definitely going to start paying more attention to him. I lean over. With the minutes he's been getting, I mean, I'm being mad conservative on his minutes, to be honest. Now, as we said, they're third in points allowed, third in defensive rebounds allowed. So it's not a great matchup, but, I would lean over there, bro. I would lean over there.
Do you like anything for Westbrook?
No, I was right with market with everything, bro.
Okay.
I just went through my Cade numbers as well. I'm right with market on just about everything Cade. Cunningham related, slight leans over to his points, but I mean it's very minimum. So nothing official for me there.
Oh wow, a star, holy.
Yeah, I'm looking at a star right now. See if I have anything.
I just saw green.
I lean over points and rebounds.
Where was that?
Points, rebounds. Oh yeah, these two teams. Have they played each other this year? No, they have not. Okay. Lean over, but nothing official there. I'm actually good. I'm going to move on to our last game. Yeah, it's 1:30. I was trying to get in and out an hour and a half. We're going to be right over. I I knew it would be a big slate. I knew it would take a little bit of time. Sengun.
I'm on Harden, former team.
So Vooch is out, right?
Huh?
Or Zubac. I'm sorry. Zubac is out.
Oh, I was about to say, wait, what?
Zubac is out. So Sengun should just beat them up on the interior.
Oh, shit, I forgot to take Harden.
Yeah, he's under in 6 straight, but that's, I'm going to assume, mostly with Zoo. I like Sengun to dominate the interior tonight. Sengun points and rebounds, probably not a bad look. You said you were on Harden?
Yeah, I'm going to take Harden. I'm going to take his PRA.
Harden. Okay, looking through my model, I'm pretty close to market. Are there any injury news? Oh, yeah, Zoo. Let me take Zoo out and see where I get to. My fault. No Zoo. Points, rebounds, assists, PRAs. Yeah, I'm close. I'm pretty much right with market there, but if you have a good lean, also the minutes should be good. So I'm not mad at a Harden PRA over right there. Yeah, especially the rebounds without Zubox. Like, no, I don't hate that at all.
Yeah, I forgot to put Harden.
Jabari Smith rebound request was at 6.5. Under an 8 of the 11 with Tari Eason this year. I think the request might have actually been under because Eason is back. Laurie Markin in boards. I'll circle back. Do we like Stewie today? I looked at the threes, bro. Kind of like hit him to hit 1-3. Yeah, you're looking at the Jabari Smith rebounds under. I'm assuming you're talking about an under because Eason's back. I would lean under there. What worries me is Zubox is out, so there's going to be more rebounds to go around on the Clippers side of the ball. And I came in here today fully expecting to play John Collins PR unders, but now I remember no Zoo. I want far away from that John Collins line. Kevin Durant, the most ethical scorer of all time, who should shoot more but doesn't. Just 16 in the last matchup. Nothing for me on KD. What did Kawhi do in that last matchup? 24 points, 9 boards, 4 assists. Lean under Kawhi 25.5. Thoughts, Chew? Any thoughts?
Nope. I think I'm gonna just stick with Harden PRA. I was actually gonna ask my one boy who actually is a Clippers fan if he likes Harden PRA, but I mean I'm looking at Props Madness and I know that the chart doesn't look well. Yeah, the chart doesn't look too good for the PRA, but with no Zubac, I mean he should get more opportunities, right?
I 1,000% agree. I will say Laurie's boards does look good as well. I would probably buy the 7+ as an alt line, but those are my thoughts there. All right, y'all, I am going to cut it short here. Hour and a half deep. Holidays are coming up. I still got things I got to prepare for. I will have more plays out on the Discord. If you tried to join and you're having any issues, please feel free to DM me. If you cannot DM me, just comment below this stream's post, whether it's on YouTube or on X, Twitter, whatever it is. I'll look into both of those, make sure all of y'all are in, and make sure you're ready for the holidays. My streaming schedule, I'm done streaming from now until Monday. You might get a pop-up stream Friday or Saturday, maybe, if I'm chilling at the crib, nothing to do. Broderick Jones, I got you. Anybody that still needs a little, what I would do, bro, because right now you're in like the chat, go to the actual YouTube comments and put it down there. Just say, DM me. Just say Discord. And I'll reach out to all of you and make sure that we're all set. Austin Reeves, I do. If you check down here at the bottom, that's everything I've played today. For that game, I'm actually on Zion, Bay, and Donovan Mitchell. So we'll see if Donovan, if he's a late scratch. I think he's going to play. Same with Zion. I think he's going to play. But obviously a chance they both sit with the back-to-back for each of them. All right, real quick to recap what I've got today. Pascal Siakam under 6.5 rebounds. Josh Giddey over 36.5 PRAs. Zion Williamson over 19.5 points. Sadiq Bey over 15.5 points. And Donovan Mitchell over 29.5 points. Almost 100% chance I have late ads today, so keep an eye out on the timeline for those. I'll probably do a big write-up as I've been doing and do a little giveaway if I sweep the board. Chew, appreciate you for tapping in, brother.
Oh, yeah, always.
As always, everyone else, best of luck tonight. I will catch y'all after the holidays. Until then, best of luck.